Second quarter here at Bolivar High School. We get back to it here. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties. Sometimes I just don't even know how to describe it. So we are back, though. Looks like everything is fixed to the best of my knowledge. And, of course, big thank you to Dan for helping me out with some of those tech problems, checking in remotely. Can hack into your laptop. Kind of a scary thing when you think about it. But either way, getting things going here. 14-11 our score. Bolivar leading by 3. 12-11 the score at the end of the first quarter. Connor Harbin here with you, 97.9 the source. For Roten with the basketball, right corner, trying to lob one inside to Van Daren. Comes down with it, high off the glass, but off the front of the rim. Brianna Hurd has the rebound. Hurd working on a 2-point day, leading the way right now, Reagan Grossviener. She's got 4 points here in this one. Kayla Brown with the basketball, has the ball poked away. Another Waynesville turnover coming down the floor. Here's Cribbs, layup left long, off the backboard, the rebound goes, and they're bringing it in. That's going to be Larimer. Left elbow, Roten the shot, off the back iron. And Lurcher has the rebound. Lurcher will pass it on back to Brown. Now over to Hurd. Hurd will come across half court. A problem today for Waynesville has been the turnovers. Steals, traveling violations, a 3-second call earlier in this quarter. It's been a rough time keeping control of the basketball. Here's Hurd, drives in, off the glass, gets her own rebound, bucket in the foul. Brianna Hurd, the offensive rebound, and the putback. Has a chance for the three-point play and has a chance to tie this one back up. 14-13 as it stands. We get a couple of substitutions here for Bolivar. Claire Giglio and Cammie Bryan both checking in. In Bolivar, 10-2 on the year. Waynesville, 7-5. Waynesville looking for victory number 8. Looking to double last year's win total. Free throws up and away, and it's good. So Hurd's got 5 now. Of course, Bolivar, with those 10 wins, have doubled their win total from last year as well. 2 teams experiencing more success than they had a year ago. Cribbs on the corner. Inside goes to Roten. Roten, the shot over Hurd is good. Bolivar back out in front now. 16-14. Here's Hurd driving through the lane. Traveled with it. Barely traveled with it. Might have done the old Euro step. Waynesville thought they got the and one play, but instead it's another Waynesville turnover. Three minutes gone by here in this second quarter. 5 minutes left to go until halftime. To the right wing, Carly Cribbs with the basketball. She will carry. A carry violation. Don't see those very often, but that'll be the call, and it's going to be a turnover for turnover, tit for tat, Waynesville ball. Our officials today, they've been watching for those travels, those carries, those double dribbles. Waynesville's been the victim of many a call tonight. Here's Riley Grossviener, stops on the elbow, bounce pass, throws it away. Here comes Cribbs up the middle of the floor, right elbow to the baseline, back outside, three-pointer, front of the rim, no good. Rebound, though, for Roten. She'll put it back up and in. Roten again, 6 foot tall. Really kind of the shining star, leading scorer last year for Bolivar. Doing the same here. Here's another ball thrown away.
I'm famished.
Can't control the ball. 18-14 now. Substitution for the Lady Tigers. Brittany Davison checking back in. Ball thrown into the corner here. Here's Giglio. Outside Cribbs, moving to her right. Off to Giglio. Three-pointer from the corner is good. Giglio with 3, 20-14. As large a lead as we've seen tonight, 20-14. Halfway through the second quarter. Here's Reagan moving to her left, over to the right now. Picks up the dribble. Lobbing one up here. Hurd going to handle on the right block. Steps through, gets it through. Hurd able to sneak through. Cammie Bryan on the block. Spins to her left. She's got 5 now. How about 7? It's 20-16, leads back down to 4. Cribbs to the left side, over to Batten. Now in the corner, over to Bryan, Cammie Bryan. Giglio now are up and around. On over to Batten, up top, it's Bryant. Bryant to Giglio. To the corner, Cribbs trying to go inside here to Roten, but it's tossed away. Saving it on the baseline, that's Bryant as they pass it back around the perimeter. Three-pointer for Cribbs is left long. Loose ball on the rebound, still loose. Bolivar's going to pick it back up. Waynesville had a chance at that one, but they were unable to haul it in. Here's Bryant stepping to her right, going to pass it off to Giglio. Up top, over to the left wing, Cribbs. In the corner, Bryant going to put the ball on the floor, guarded by Davison, but she'll double dribble. It'll be Waynesville ball. I got confirmation. We are officially good to go on all fronts. Again, big thank you to all of our sponsors tonight. We got several of them. And, of course, another big thank you to Dan for helping me through the technical issues here tonight. I'm not a computer guy by trade. Tossed inside. Hurd fouled from behind. Foul off the ball. We'll shoot 1 and 1. It'll be Brianna Hurd to the line. So Hurd to the line for the second time tonight. So that'll be the 7th team foul here on Bolivar. First foul here on Emma Goodman. Off the bench tonight for Bolivar. Madison Mulholland checking in here for Waynesville. Again, as Hurd prepares for the first of 2. First in the 1 and 1, should say. Few dribbles, shots up, and good. We'll get the back half. Hurd now with 8. Leads all scores in this one. Waynesville now trailing by 3. Second shot's up, and it's also good. So make that 9 for Hurd. Leads 2 once again, 20-18. Up the left side here. Here comes Sydney Batten. Batten going to be picked up here by Riley Grosvenor. Pass over to the wing and into the corner. Trying to go inside to Van Daren. Driving right baseline instead is Goodman. She'll toss it to the opposite block. Over to Giglio. It's Batten now. Up top, Goodman. Picked up by Black. Man-to-man defense here for Waynesville. To Giglio. To the corner now. Over to Batten. It's Bryant. Now Goodman. Swinging it around now to Giglio. Again, trying to look inside. Here comes the lob. Double teamed underneath. Shot off the bottom of the backboard. Loose ball on the floor. Hurd trying to save it. Who touched it last? Last touch by Bolivar. It'll be Waynesville ball. Loose on the rebound. Last touch by a Lady Liberator. So Waynesville a chance to tie here. Tie or take the lead with a 3. Waynesville's been trailing for the majority of this first half. To take the lead, had the first lead of the game, but have mostly played from behind. Riley Grosvenor going to bring it. Guarded by Cribbs. Ball stripped away. Out of bounds it goes. Stays with Waynesville. 2 minutes now left to go in the half. It'll be Davison to inbound. Screen set. Trying to pass in the corner to Black, but it's thrown away. Bolivar basketball. Cora Roten in once again for Bolivar. He checks in for Goodman. Both Van Daren and Roten in here at the moment. Madison Mulholland, tough task down there. Of course, the young Mulholland to guard the much taller Van Daren. It is Van Daren who holds it on the right wing, up top to Larimer. Larimer a couple threes. Davison guarding closely beyond the arc. To Cribbs, now around into the corner. It's Larimer once again. Batten now to the left wing, Cribbs. Free throw line out to Batten. This is going to be a 2-pointer if it's good. No, it's left too far to the right, but Larimer has the offensive rebound. She'll throw it back outside to Batten, and over to Cribbs it goes once again. Here's Van Daren going for the one-on-one on the block. Roten shot, no good, but she's fouled. There'll be 2 free throws here for Cora Roten. Hurd will be charged with her first personal. 3rd team foul. Bolivar's got their first trip to the line here with 1:22 left to go in this second quarter. First free throw for Roten is good. Leads again 3, 21-18. He's able to keep the fouls away. Again, it's mostly just been a turnover problem tonight. Second free throw is also good. Now a timeout here taken by Bolivar. Lady Liberators take a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Let's go ahead and take one ourselves. Where are we at before? I think we're right here. We'll go ahead and take 30. We'll be right back. You're listening to Waynesville Lady Tiger Basketball, 97.9 The Source.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Out of the 30-second timeout will be Waynesville basketball. They'll hold it on the baseline, but Bolivar looking to add full court pressure here. Waynesville going to need to remain secure with the basketball. Be strong with it. First, need to find a target. Hurd having a little bit of trouble. Gets it into Riley Grossfeiner. Trying to pass it through the double team, but it's tipped and stolen away. Here's Cribbs on the right block. Out to Giglio. Over and around. Top of the key, it's Batten. Batten off to Bryan. Over to Cribbs. Cribbs trying to go inside to Goodman, but it's stripped away. Knocked away by Mulholland. Here's Hurd coming up the middle of the floor. She'll go all the way through. Her left side layup is good. Hurd now across the double-digit line. She's got 11 of Waynesville's 20. Under a minute left to go here in the half. Waynesville brings it back to within 2. Nice steal by Mulholland to set up the 2 points for Hurd. Here's Cribbs on the left wing. Pass up to the top. It's Batten. Over to Cammie Bryan. Bryan off to Cribbs once again. Here at the top, Giglio. Around now to Bryan as she backs it out to the corner. Top of the key, Cribbs once again. Pump fakes. To the opposite corner now, it's Batten. Here's Bryan, contested 3, left it short. Loose ball on the floor here. Nobody's up with it yet. Everybody's going to dive on the floor. We'll have a jump ball. Possession arrow sticking with Bolivar. 3 subs checking in here for Bolivar. Cora Roten, Dalen Van Daren, Shelby Larimer all checking in. Starters back in the ballgame for the Lady Liberators. Waynesville looks to guard the inbounds pass. Here's Batten, going to lob one up here. Van Daren handles it. Now to Batten. We'll see if Bolivar maybe holds for the final shot of the quarter and the half. Here's Cribbs on the right wing. 12 seconds now. Van Daren, top of the key. Here's Cora Roten. Waynesville playing off of Roten. Over to Batten it goes. Now Larimer. 3 seconds now. Off to Batten. Batten driving in. Runs into Davison. What's going to be the call here? Whistle blew, and I think it's going to be a charge. Nope, well, actually, I don't think we're going to see any kind of call. Officials were pointing somewhere. Stay here for maybe about 10, 15 more seconds to see if they call something here. Whistle blew, but I'm not quite sure what they actually called there. I think it came before the half. But tell you what, we'll go ahead and update you if something changes there. Officials talking things over with the scorekeepers, so maybe we'll see. We'll take 2 minutes. We'll come back. I'll see if I have any more info for you. But as it stands, Bolivar 22, Waynesville 20. Lady Tigers trail by 2. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball, 97.9 The Source.
Let's just try not to embarrass ourselves and everything will be fine. Is that a Pepsi Vanilla? Oh, no, please not here, not now.
Oh, too late. Steve, it's flavor time, baby, and we're coming to you live with the smoothest cat in the city, Pepsi Vanilla.
No, it's not flavor time.
With a flavor so rich and a taste so smooth. It's delicious. It's refreshing.
Dude, seriously, does this always have to happen when you drink Pepsi Vanilla?
Ooh, yeah, baby.
Pepsi Vanilla, now available in 0 sugar. That's what I like.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
If you've been to Flo's 66 Diner in St. Robert, then you're one of the many. And if you haven't been there, you need to get on the bandwagon because you're missing out. The owner, Missy, has been in the restaurant biz since she was a kid and offers you the best in home-cooked daily specials. Breakfast with one of everybody's favorites, their biscuits and gravy, and, of course, everything else on the menu. That's Flo's 66 Diner next to O'Reilly's on historic Route 66. They're open 7 days a week. And by the way, word is that Flo's 66 Diner has the best servers in town.
Back here once again, Bolivar High School Gymnasium. We are at halftime, about 7.5 minutes left to go in this halftime period. At the moment, Waynesville, they trail by 2, 22-20 our score, as Waynesville looks to overcome the Lady Liberators here tonight. But again, Connor Harbert here with you, 97.9 The Source. Let's go ahead and take a look at some individual numbers from that first half. First of all, taking a look at Waynesville, trailed by 1 at the end of the first quarter. Both halves, or both quarters, I should say, had a, I was going to say that. Nope, first quarter 12-11. Second quarter ended up being 10-9, but it was 11 first quarter points for Waynesville and 20 at the half. Leading the way right now, your game's only double-digit score. That'd be Brianna Hurd. She's coming through right now with 11 points, 9 of which were in that second quarter. Took her a little bit to get going there, but she was able to find her scoring clip there in that second quarter. Other scores, Reagan Grosswiener, she had 4. She led the scoring effort in the first quarter. You have 3 points for Caitlin Black and then 2 points for Riley Grosswiener. 4 scores here at the moment for the Lady Tigers, but again, Hurd leading the way with 11. Now taking a look here at Bolivar, they have 5 scores, 12 points at the end of the first quarter. Again, 22 here at the half. 8 points leading the way, Cora Roten. Again, we talked about it. This was a matchup between 3 very good big post players down inside, very tall post players. Again, Bolivar, their 2 seniors, Cora Roten and Dalen Van Daren. Roten the leading scorer. She's got 8. Again, 6 points for Shelby Larimer. She had a couple of threes, kind of cooled off there in the second quarter to Waynesville's benefit, but still got to get a hand out in the face of Larimer. 4 points for Dalen Van Daren. 3 points for Cammie Bryan. She had a 3. And then 2 points for Carly Cripps. Again, 22-20 our score. Waynesville, really, as I've been saying during this first half, the big issue is turnovers, giving Bolivar several chances here in this one to pick up points. Bolivar not necessarily shooting the lights out here. Waynesville shooting at a fairly decent clip, I would say, but really, I think if we had those stats, if we were able to take a look maybe at the makes and misses, you'd see the Lady Liberators have just flat out gotten more opportunities here at the basket. Shots they've converted, of course, there. So we'll see if Waynesville can kind of clean it up there in the second half. I think if you do that, you pretty much have the advantage here in this one. Liking what I'm seeing on the offensive side of the ball here for Waynesville when they are able to run the system, when they are able to get what they want. We've seen Hurd really kind of control those offensive blocks. A couple of her baskets have been off the putback. But hey, we'll see what happens in the second half. Anything can happen. We'll see if Coach Brittany Matlock can make the adjustments she needs to pull her Lady Tigers out in front. So let's go ahead and take another break. Make it 3 minutes. We'll come back in 3. I'll talk a little bit about what we've got coming up here next week and tomorrow as well. We've got a game tomorrow, and then we've got games next week there as well. But hey, next 3 minutes. We'll be back in 3. You're listening to Waynesville Lady Tiger Basketball, 97.9 The Source.
When you or your loved ones need healthcare services, the last things you should have to worry about are where to go, how to get there, or how you're going to pay for it. Phelps Health offers convenient locations in Rolla, Salem, St. James, Vienna, and Waynesville. With services available to assist with insurance coverage, payment options, and transportation, healthcare has never been simpler. From the moment you arrive at one of our locations, we're committed to helping make your visit as seamless as possible. Please visit phelpshealth.org to learn more.
Life Care Center of Waynesville is a skilled nursing facility in which we provide excellent care and customer service to those in which we serve, whether it be a long-term care patient or a short-stay rehab to home. We also provide outpatient therapy services. If you or your loved one is in need of such services, please contact us. Life Care Center Waynesville, 700 Birch Lane, phone 573-774-6456.
In sports, success is measured in the number of points scored, in games won, and in championships earned. At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, and being there when you need us. In fact, 9 out of 10 people surveyed with a claim would recommend Shelter to a friend. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For a free insurance review,
for auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
New Year's savings all the way through February at St. Robert Auto Supply, your Napa parts store. Get $20 to $25 rebates on the purchase of Legend and Legend Premium AGM and AAA branded automotive batteries. Since it's the coldest time of the year, several Napa brand battery chargers are on sale too, as well as booster cables. Save 50% on Napa night vision headlights. All the oil and antifreeze you'll ever need, you'll find at St. Robert Auto Supply. And pick up a gallon jug of Peak Window De-Icer Windshield Wash in anti-frost purple for $49. This and more at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply, where you get the good stuff 7 days a week. So here you are out here in the middle of the beautiful Ozarks. Maybe it's time to relocate to a place of your own. Wondering what options you may have? Call 329-0122. That's Fort Leonard Wood Homes. They offer move-in ready 2, 3, and 4-bedroom homes located at Fort Leonard Wood. Fort Leonard Wood Homes residents enjoy a secure and comfortable hometown environment with the convenience of 24-hour maintenance, lawn care services, and community events. Call one day and you could be in your home the next day. It's that easy. Again, that number 329-0122. That's Fort Leonard Wood Homes.
Back to it, still at halftime. Just under 2 minutes left to go in this halftime period. Waynesville trailing Bolivar in our girls basketball contest 22-20. Connor Harbin here with you, 97.9 The Source. Let's go ahead and take a look here at what we've got coming up here for you. For Waynesville, not only tomorrow, but next week as well. Next time out, it's tomorrow actually. We're going to be right back on the road tomorrow. Certainly going to get my mileages worth on my car, but we're heading over to Forsyth tomorrow for a matchup with the Panthers. Forsyth, as I understand it, unless something's changed here in the last couple days, still undefeated down there, a couple classes below Waynesville, but still, that's a very potent Panther squad. We'll see if Waynesville's up to the test here today after a close loss to Bolivar yesterday. Should be a good one, of course. We will have that one for you. Says 7:30, but as we've learned here tonight, might be better suited just to check at 6:50, just to make sure we don't get going there a little early. Misha says 7:30, the school website says 7:30, but we will see about a 7 to 7:30 start time. We'll just kind of see and play it by ear where that one falls. But after that, we've got more for you. Of course, Waynesville, boys and girls, going to be taking on Glendale next week. And we'll start things off with a road game on Monday. Waynesville heading down to Glendale, heading down to Springfield, of course, for a matchup with the Lady Falcons. And then the very next day, we'll see Waynesville back at home. The boys will be in action. They will take on the Falcons once again. Kind of a boy-girl doubleheader, but of course, on separate days. So that's how we'll start next week. Of course, we'll then have a matchup with Kickapoo here and there. So, hey, hopefully you'll tune into some of those broadcasts next week and maybe even tomorrow as well, but we're getting back to it here. The second half about to begin. Waynesville trailing by 2, 22-20. Brianna Hurd leading the way with 11 points. It'll be Waynesville starters back out on the floor. It'll be the same for Bolivar. Waynesville going to control the basketball to start things out. Reagan Grossfeiner inbound. She'll toss it in here to Hurd. She'll toss it in here to Hurd. Bit of a delay there, but Hurd will take it here at the volleyball line. Going to be picked up by Sydney Batten. Passed it off over to Riley Grossfeiner to the right wing. Off to Brittany Davison. Davison to the right elbow. Here's Hurd. One dribble. Fade away from the free throw line. Tries to push it through, but it falls short. Rebounded by Van Daren. Waynesville coming up empty on their first possession of the second half. Pass in the corner. Carly Cribbs driving to her left. Lost control of it. Hurd trying to save it, but steps out of bounds. Waynesville ball, it'll be Bolivar ball. Liberators to check it in from the baseline. Sydney Batten to do the honors. Screen set, over to the left block. Van Daren puts it through. Waynesville with their backs to the ball, didn't see the pass come in. Van Daren simply moves to the block, takes the pass, and puts it on 4-point ball, 4-20. Here's Hurd for three, got it! Brianna Hurd, her first three. 24-23 brings it right back to within 1. 14 points. Of course, for Hurd. Into the corner, here's Larimer. Off to Cribbs. Cribbs going to try to match with a three of her own. Back of the rim, long rebound. Grosvenor brings it in. It'll be Reagan who brings it up the right side. Pass it off to Riley. Riley driving baseline, but throws it away into the hands of Van Daren. Outlet pass made up the floor. Here's Cribbs. She's going to try to go all the way in. Shot blocked away by Hurd. Rebounded by Reagan Grosvenor. Pass it up the floor now. Waynesville going to be a 3-on-3. Black travels with it. We'll go back the other way. Traveling such a big issue for Waynesville. Don't think we've reached double-digit travels just yet, but we are getting there. Need to keep those feet set. Slow the roll, be patient with the basketball. Don't need to be in a hurry. Here's a pass over to the right wing, Van Daren. In the corner, Cribbs. Now Larimer up top over to Batten and around to Van Daren. Trying to look to go inside here, trying to get it into Roten. Here's the lob. Roten comes down with it. Her shot's too long. Loose ball picked up here by Reagan. Pass it up the floor. Here's Hurd. Hurd stops free throw line, takes the jump shot, rims out, no good. Rebounded by Cribbs. Cribbs will bring it up herself. Pass down the floor, trying to find Roten, but a bit too out of control. Pass doesn't find its mark. It goes out of bounds. Waynesville takes the ball back here. Bolivar going to pressure. Saw him opt for this a couple times in the first half. Did work a little bit for Bolivar. See if Waynesville's able to keep it much more secure this time. They do as they come across half court. It'll be Hurd as Bolivar falls back into that, what looks to be a 2-3 zone. Pass over to Black. Black with the open three. Got it. Black to catch and shoot. Her second three. She's got 6, and that'll lead us to a Lady Liberator timeout. So Waynesville leads for the first time in a while. Third quarter starts off on a positive note here for Waynesville. They lead 26-24 with 5:42 left to go here in the third quarter of play. We'll take ourselves 60 seconds. It's a full timeout. You're listening to Waynesville Lady Tiger Basketball, 97.9 The Source.
Pests can really bug you. I know they bug me. But you can get rid of all types of pests and protect your family, home, and environment by calling the folks at A to Z Exterminating. A to Z Exterminating provides the best pet and human-friendly treatments 7 days a week and education to help you keep your home pest-free. And of course, reasonable prices. A to Z Exterminating for your home or lawn, whether it's an emergency or you want to schedule an appointment, call today at 573-336-4448. A to Z Exterminating offering the best service throughout the area.
Turn on the heat. Call AirServe Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at AirServe Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage.
Out of the full timeout, Waynesville leads. First lead in a while. First lead, I believe, since the first quarter in this one. 26-24. They lead Bolivar. Lady Liberators, though, controlling the basketball as we get back to action here in the third. Connor Harbit, 97.9 The Source. 5:38 left to go here in this quarter. Again, Bolivar with the basketball. Here's Cribbs. Pick and roll. Finds Roten. Floater off the glass. It's through. Lead didn't last long. Tied back up now as Roten finds herself in double digits. 10 now points for the senior, 26 all. 5.5 still left to go in the third. Hurd to her left, over to Riley. Now to Black. Black brings it back to the top of the key before giving it off to Reagan. Reagan jump stop, but travels. It's Bolivar basketball. Emma Goodman checking back in for Bolivar. So Liberators come back the other way. Across, volleyball line to the right wing, Van Daren. Corner now, Goodman. Screen set for Cribbs. She'll take the three for the three in the lead. No. Loose rebound. Out of bounds it goes. Roten trying to save it, but Davison's there to pick it up here for Waynesville. Outlet pass made on over to Hurd. She'll bring it top of the key. Pass over to the right. Over to Black now. Black looking for her third three, but she left this one short. Loose rebound picked up by Riley. Her putback's not there. And it's picked up here by Bolivar. Here's Cribbs. Driving through right side. Pass it off to Batten. Batten to Cribbs. Wing-to-wing pass. Into the corner over to Van Daren. Van Daren gets it over the top of Hurd. Roten's shot's no good, and Hurd brings down the rebound. Missed a bunny there, did Bolivar. Driving to the lane, bucket in the foul. Brianna Hurd back the other way, picks up the rebound. The bucket, the foul, and a chance for another free throw. A good haul as Waynesville jumps back out in front here, 28-26. A 1-on-4 fast break, and Hurd finds some way to get to the basket and put it through. Foul's going to be on Sydney Batten, her second, first team foul of the half. Hurd's and one free throw is good. She'll complete the three-point play. Make that 17 now for Hurd. 29-26. Do believe this is the largest lead of the game here for Waynesville. They've had a few leads, but none larger than two up to this point. And it stands again, 29-26. Over to Cribbs now, left elbow, ball tipped. On the floor now. And we'll have a timeout here taken by Bolivar to keep control of the basketball. Another timeout taken by Bolivar. They'll have two remaining, I do believe. That'll be their third timeout. We'll take one right alongside him here. 30-second timeout. Back in a flash. You're listening to Waynesville Lady Tiger Basketball. 97.9 The Source.
Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard.
Out of the 30-second timeout, Waynesville, they lead this one by 3. They'll be on the defensive side of things, though, as we come out of the Bolivar timeout. 29-26, 3:59 left to go in this third quarter. Batten checks it in from the baseline. Cribbs moving over to the right. Screen set by Goodman. Waynesville switching off the screen. Pass in the corner over now to Cammie Bryan. Left wing now Batten. Batten up top. Going to go on to Bryan. Over to the right. On to Cribbs. Another screen set by Goodman. Again, Waynesville switching on the screen, but Cribbs drives all the way in. She'll get the bucket and the foul. Waynesville switching on screens. That time not able to switch fast enough. The foul's going to be on Riley Grossfeiner, her first. It'll be Reagan Grossfeiner who checks out of the ball game, though, in favor of Brittany Davison. As Cribbs puts her and one free throw up and away. And good. So tied back up here, 29 apiece. The 20 seconds gone by, 3:35. Here to go in the third. Davison, left wing to Black. Black one dribble. Off to Riley Grossfeiner, moving to her right. Pass over to the opposite block here. Davison on the quick release. No good. Goodman has the rebound. It's Batten who has the rebound. She'll bring it over. Going to be picked up here by Grossfeiner. Pass inside Roten. Turnaround jumper. Front of the rim. Didn't get the roll. Rebounded, though, by Goodman underneath. She'll bring it back out. Here's Roten left wing. Wing to wing. On over to Cribbs. Cribbs into the corner. Quick three. Cammie Bryan. Too long this time, but another offensive rebound. This time for Batten. Batten going inside to Roten. Gets over the top of Hurd. Roten will footage. Bolivar opting more for that lob now, trying to toss it in earlier. Hurd had the beat on that, picked up a couple steals on it, but now opting to go over the top of Hurd. 31-29, Bolivar back out in front. Hurd on the free throw line to Mulholland, trying to go to the opposite block, but it's stolen away. Cribbs down the floor, finds Bryan on the drive, layup's good. Bolivar on a 7-0 run here in the last minute or so. And now have a timeout taken here by Waynesville. Lady Tigers now suddenly trail by 4. 2:21 left to go in the third. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Be back in 32. You're listening to Waynesville Lady Tiger Basketball, 97.9 The Source.
The trucks are coming in and coming in. Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville has vehicles on the lot with your name on it. Stop by and check out the selection. Take your pick and drive off the lot today with a new or pre-owned vehicle of your choice. Lowe Chevrolet can help you with financing, service, and so much more. Serving the community you live in for over 30 years. Lowe Chevrolet off I-44 exit 156 in Waynesville.
Back here once again, coming out of the 30-second timeout. First time out of the game taken by Waynesville. They'll have 4 remaining. But it's a 7-0 run here at the moment for Bolivar. Waynesville led this one 29-26. But now trailing by 4 here at 33-29. Reagan Grossfeiner into the ball game. Lauren Lurcher as well. Reagan replacing Riley. Lurcher replacing Mulholland. Here's Grossfeiner bringing it up to the right wing. Picks up the dribble. Going to the corner now over to Davison. Davison up top. Here's Black. Over to Hurd now. Hurd off to Black. Top of the key. Going to take the 3. No, too far to the left. Loose rebound here. Waynesville had a chance. Now they'll have a chance at the steals. Black's able to run it down. Up the sideline. Pass is made over to Hurd. Hurd going to survey the rest of the floor. Stops on the left wing. Picked up here by Bryan. She'll throw it to Black. Over now to Reagan Grossfeiner. One dribble. Jump stop. Back up top to Black. Black double teamed here. Sends it on into the corner. Go over to Grossfeiner. Grossfeiner on to Hurd. Hurd's 3-pointer. Too far to the left. Rebounded here by Roten. Up the floor comes Cribbs. She'll stop on the wing. Pass up to the top. Over to Batten. 90 seconds left to go now in the quarter. Left side Goodman to the corner. Now to the wing again. It's Briggs. Up and around. Goodman takes it in the corner. A couple more subs coming in for Waynesville. Here's a 3-pointer for Cribbs. Good. Another 3 points here for Bolivar. Waynesville's really lost the handles here. They now trail by 7. It's a 10-0 run. 1:05 left to go now. Hurd moving to her right, trying to go into the block, but it's stolen away by Roten. Batten up the middle of the floor, pass it on down here. Cribbs runs it down, right baseline, moving to her left. Layup, left short, but gets her own rebound. Puts it back up. She'll be fouled and head to the line for 2. Foul will be on Brittany Davison, her first. So Carly Cribbs now at the line. She's shooting 2. Cribbs, 8 points. First shot's good. Now a lead stands at 8. Run now 11-0. This run only over about 3 minutes or so. Again, turnover's a large part of it. Really been the story of the game. Cribbs now her second free throw. Off the front of the rim and through. 38-29. 45 seconds left to go here in the third. Grossfeiner over to the other Grossfeiner. Reagan to Riley. Back to Reagan once again. Here's a pass. Attempted pass to Hurd. Stolen away, but Riley's there to steal it right back. She'll dribble to the left baseline. Gives it off to Lurcher. Over to Hurd. Pump fake, now takes the 3. It's good. Hurd will have her second 3. She's across the 20 line tonight. Cuts that lead to 6. It's 38-32. Maybe a momentum builder here. Maybe we'll see Waynesville get back into the swing of things. Bryan top the key, onward to Roten. Up top, here's Larimer. Oliver holding for the final shot. Now 5 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Here's Cribbs, dribbling to her left, steps to the middle of the lane, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, though, by Bryan. Gives it off to Cribbs. Her 3-pointer is off the back of the rim, no good. Would have counted, but it'll fall a bit too long. It'll be a 6-point deficit for Waynesville heading into the final quarter. 38-32 our score. We'll see if Waynesville can pull the come from behind here tonight, or we'll see if they'll head on into next week with that 7-6 record. We'll see. Waynesville certainly capable of scoring. 38-32. Back in 60. You're listening to Waynesville Lady Tiger Basketball. 97.9 The Source.
I'm famished and totally craving Mexican. What do you think?
I could go for some chips and salsa. And maybe a delicious margarita.
If we leave now, we'll catch the game and happy hour.
Last one to the car buys the first round.
Hey!
La Familia Mexican Restaurant, located just outside the main gate on Missouri Avenue, is famous for their fajitas. Fajitas Friday. Take $1 off and grande burrito on Saturdays. Dine in or carry out. La Familia Mexican Restaurant in St. Robert.
Last one to the car buys the first round.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Final quarter of play here in Bolivar. Lady Tigers, they're going to trail by 6 heading into the final 8 minutes. A three-pointer, Brianna Hurd, does cut the deficit a little bit, but still trailing here by 2 possessions. Bolivar to start with the basketball. Connor Harbert, 97.9 the source. Again, Lady Liberators control it. Here's Larimer, top of the key. Right side and on into the corner, over to Cribbs. Cribbs a big part of that third quarter for Bolivar. Over top of the key, here comes Larimer, driving middle of the lane, rims out, no good, but rebounded here underneath by Giglio. Giglio's shot blocked away by Hurd, but again, it's picked up by Bolivar. Goes back out to the volleyball line for Cribbs to handle. Quarter 16-12 in favor of Bolivar. Three-pointer from the corners, no good. Reagan Grosfener has the rebound. She'll find an outlet pass in Hurd. She'll bring it up the middle of the floor. So Waynesville finding the rebound here. Here's Hurd driving through the middle of the lane, off the backboard and through. Hurd's been that steady stream of scoring we can expect from her tonight. 22. Had a slow first quarter, but the last two quarters in a minute have been pretty good for her. Here's Cribbs trying to match with a three-pointer, front of the rim, long rebound. Cribbs trying to catch up to it, but she won't be able to. It'll be Waynesville ball. Now trailing again here by 4. Dalen Van Daren back in the ball game here for Bolivar. Hurd brings it up. To come up the right side of the floor. On the floor right now for Waynesville, you'll have your starters. Grosfener, Black, Davison, and Hurd. One dribble, pass into Reagan Grosfener. No good off the front of the rim, but Riley has the rebound. She'll try to put it up and in. That one also rims out. Bolivar trying to save the rebound, but it will stay with Waynesville. Last touched here, I believe that was last touched by Larimer as it heads out of bounds. Reagan Grosfener to inbound here from the baseline. Searching for a target. Reagan finds Riley. Shot from the right elbow. Too short. Loose rebound picked up by Reagan. One dribble. She'll be fouled. She'll head to the line for 2. Foul going to be called here on Bolivar. Foul will be on Cora Roten, her second. Reagan Grosfener stands at the line. A chance for another couple. Chance to maybe cut the lead to as little as 2. First shot's up. First shot is no good off the back of the rim. Grosfener 2 for 3 from the free throw line. 4 points total tonight, all of which came back in that first quarter. Second shot now is also no good. High rebound. Who's got it? Roten does. Bolivar brings it back. Waynesville missing a chance at a couple easy points there. See if that affects things. Cribbs takes it on the right wing. Over to the opposite wing now on to Larimer. Larimer the pump fake. Off to Cribbs. Cribbs for 3. Good. (41-34). The lead again 7. Davison inside. Reagan Grosfener. Shot from the elbows. No good. Rebounded by Van Daren. Trying to pass it across the lane. Foul on Davidson. Trying to jump in the passing lane, but she'll pick up the foul instead. Like the aggression. You are trailing by 3 possessions now. Want to create some plays on the defensive side of the ball. Not able to do it there. Davidson's second, team's third. Kayla Brown into the ball game here. She'll pick up the ball here. Van Daren. Larimer up top over to Batten. She's guarded by Reagan. Off to Van Daren on the right wing, trying to look for the lob inside. Instead gives it off to Larimer. Big pump fake. Larimer shot too far to the right. Rebounded though by Roten. Her shot's no good, and Hurd's there for the rebound this time. Hurd will bring it down here, coming into the 1-on-3. Takes the three-pointer. Good. Hurd's third 3 of the game now. 25 points. And we're back to where we started the quarter. Well, actually, 2 points less than that. 41-37. Larimer off to Cribbs here. Cribbs again the hot hand. Here's Batten though. She'll take the three. High rebound off the rim. Hurd brings it down. Chance to maybe get back to within one possession now. Here comes Hurd. Pump fake, top of the key, off to Black. She'll take the three. This one's good. We're back to within one. We'll have a timeout here taken by Waynesville. So a couple back-to-back threes for Hurd and Black. Black now with 9 tonight. And we got ourselves a ball game, 41-40. Waynesville scoring those points in a hurry. Back in 60, 4:55 left to go. You're listening to Waynesville Lady Tiger Basketball, 97.9 The Source.
Let's just try not to embarrass ourselves and everything will be fine.
Is that a Pepsi Vanilla?
Oh no, please not here, not now.
Oh, too late. Steve, it's flavor time, baby, and we're coming to you live with the smoothest cat in the city, Pepsi Vanilla.
No, it's not flavor time.
With a flavor so rich and a taste so smooth. It's delicious. It's refreshing.
Dude, seriously, does this always have to happen when you drink Pepsi Vanilla?
Ooh, yeah, baby.
Pepsi Vanilla, now available in 0 sugar. That's what I like.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
Out of the full timeout will be Bolivar basketball, but Waynesville closing the gap in a hurry. We're trailing by 7. Back-to-back threes, though. Brianna Hurd, Caitlin Black. 41-40 our score. But again, Waynesville going to need to play solid defense here. Under 5 minutes to go. Here's Cribbs on the left wing, guard here by Riley Grosfener. Pick and roll over to Roten. Roten shot over Hurd. Front of the rim, no good. Who's got the rebound? Going to be picked up here by Waynesville. Picked up by Riley here. She'll come up the right side of the floor. Jump stomp at the volleyball line. Picks up the dribble. Picked up by Batten. Goes over to the right wing to Black. Back on now over to Riley. Riley traveled with it, though. Took an extra step. Not much to be said about that one. Just unfortunately took an extra step before she really knew what she was doing with it. I'll take a dribble with that step. Ball back over to Bolivar. Over to Cribbs now on the right wing. Step to the left, over to Goodman. Into the corner, Batten. Posting up is Rowe. Goodman in the corner, off to Batten. Batten squared up, pump faked. But back around the perimeter, we go to Cribbs again. Almost halfway through the quarter now. Here's Batten driving in, right side. Awkward shot. Goes out of bounds. They'll say it was last touched by Bolivar. It'll be Waynesville ball. Batten trying to drive the baseline. Waynesville playing a bit of bullfighter there. Just kind of going all the way. I think Batten expected a little bit of contact there. Riley Grosfener for three in the lead. No back iron. Rebounded here by Roten. Waynesville the quick shot, but now need to get back. Batten looking to attack here. Driving to her left. Going to go all the way to the basket. Shot over the top of Hurd is through. Batten's first 2 points come in the fourth. 43-40. Back out to three. Hurd to the top. Riley now over to Black. Black scoring up for three. Does she have another? Left it short. Hurd's got the rebound, but we're having a foul called on Hurd. I'm going to tell you what, I think she maybe slipped. They're going to call the foul on Hurd. I think Batten straight up slipped. That's certainly what Hurd believes, and that's certainly what the Waynesville faithful behind the Tiger bench tonight believe. But, unfortunately, doesn't matter what we believe. That'll be the call as Hurd picks up foul number 2. Oliver controls the basketball to the left side, Batten. Trying to look for the lob into Roten. Now over to Cribbs. Cribbs driving in, another awkward shot. Rims out too far to the right. Roten, though, going to pick up the rebound. Now on the putback, it's there. Roten's got 14, 45-40. Hurd trying to pass out of the double team. Off of somebody there. Now trying to drive to the lane. She'll be fouled on the floor. The Waynesville ball on the baselines. Foul on Emma Goodman, her second. Black to inbound from the baseline here. 2:49 still on the clock. Pass comes quickly into Reagan Grosswiener. Now over to Davidson. Gonna find Black. Black wide open three from the corner, but left it too short. Hurd trying to save the rebound. Can't bring it. Goes out of bounds. Bolivar basketball. Got the shot they wanted. Black's had the hand tonight. 3 threes tonight for her. Fortunately, just left that one a bit too short. Was on target left to right wise. Just need a bit more oomph. Lady Liberators with the basketball. Roten turnaround jumper is good. 47-40, back out to 7 now. Another Bolivar run, but we'll have a timeout taken by Waynesville. Waynesville going to take the next timeout. They'll have 2 remaining now. See how long this one is. It'll be a full timeout, 60-second break. Back in 60, 2:22 left to go. You're listening to Waynesville's Lady Tiger Basketball, 97.9 The Source.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
If you've been to Flo's 66 Diner in St. Robert, then you're one of the many. And if you haven't been there, you need to get on the bandwagon because you're missing out. The owner, Missy, has been in the restaurant biz since she was a kid and offers you the best in home-cooked daily specials. Breakfast with one of everybody's favorites, their biscuits and gravy, and, of course, everything else on the menu. That's Flo's 66 Diner next to O'Reilly's on historic Route 66. They're open 7 days a week. And by the way, word is that Flo's 66 Diner has the best servers in town.
A 6-0 run for Bolivar. We come out of the timeout. Waynesville now trailing by 7, 47-40. Waynesville trailing by 7, then hit a couple of back-to-back threes. But 3 shots off the block for Bolivar have brought it right on back out. 2:22, though, still left on the clock. Still plenty of time for Waynesville. They can find the shots they want. Reagan Grosswiener inbound, toss it into Black. Couple dribbles, now one over to Riley. Riley to Davison, back to Black. Black going for another 3 off the backboard, no good. Rebounded here by Cribbs. Cribbs pushing up the floor, down the floor. She's going to find Bryan. She'll put it up and in. 9 points now, the lead, larger than it's ever been. Waynesville trails by 3 possessions. Another quick 3. Brianna Hurd. That one's off the backboard and no good. Another rebound. Going up empty once again is Waynesville. Up the 4 now, Batten. She'll be fouled. Waynesville going to need to pick up some fouls here if they want to send Bolivar to the line for 1-1. Hurd picks up her 3rd. As Dalen Van Daren checks into the ball game here for the Liberators. Bryan inbounds here to Cribbs. Cribbs guarded by Grosswiener. To her right, to her left. Now on over to Van Daren. Van Daren guarded by Black. Over to Roten. Now on over to Bryan. Bolivar can remain patient if they want. Again, 90 seconds left on the clock. They lead by 9. Waynesville needs to come up and guard. Maybe try to find the steal. Hurd certainly knocks it away, but now Roten going to drive to her left. She'll be fouled. And we'll have 2 free throws here for Cora Roten. Hurd briefly stripped it away, but Roten picked it up, and then by that time, Hurd was unfortunately behind her. Left an open lane to the basket. Davison will have to take the foul. Still on the shot, though, which means Roten has the chance to make this a double-digit lead. First free throws away, and good. Lead's now 10. $17 points now for Roten. Second free throw is also good. Bolivar perfect from the line tonight. 7 for 7. Those 7 making up this 11 points difference. Always like to look at that and try to correlate. Here's her driving through. She'll be fouled on the floor. Foul on the arm. Foul will be on Cammie Bryan, her first. Team 4th. It's Grosswiener inbounds here from the sideline. Going to go in now to Riley. Riley coming to her right. Pass it off to Davison. Davison inside over to Reagan. Squares up to the basket, up to the top of the key. Hurd. Hurd moving back to her left, cutting through middle of the lane. No bucket, but she is fouled on her way there. She'll head to the line for 2. Foul be on Cora Roten, her third. 5th team foul. Hurd's first on the way is no good. Waynesville just 1 of 4 from the free throw line here in this half. They were perfect in the first half, but now we'll have a timeout here taken by Waynesville. Minute on the clock, 30-second timeout. Tell you what, we'll just go ahead and keep it right here as I go ahead and remind you about what we got coming up next week and tomorrow as well. Forsyth, the site for tomorrow's game. Waynesville looking to avenge the loss to Bolivar by getting back in the win call. Taking on a undefeated Forsyth Panther squad. Forsyth, of course, not a lot of opponent crossover there. So we'll see just how those two teams match up. Tyreek Brooks, he's been playing very, very well as of late. Nico Fow certainly impressed on Tuesday. So looking forward to that one. We'll see if maybe we can get another hero as well. Rayshawn Fowler, he's had a couple games this season. Cody Black as well. The freshman finding himself rather capable shots from outside. So we'll see how that one goes. But again, scheduled for 7:30. I would tune in at 7 just to be safe. Start time definitely going to be within 7 to 7:30, depending on what the freshman and JV games go. So, again, back after the timeout. Brianna Hurd at the line, shooting 1 now. Missed the first. Second shot's up and away. That one's also no good. Rebounded here by Bolivar. Foul off the rebound. We'll head to the other side for a 1-and-1. That'll be the 7th team foul here on Waynesville. Foul's going to be called on Reagan Grosswiener, her third. This one just slips away a little bit from Waynesville in the game's final minutes. Got to within 41-40. But much like in that third quarter, it's kind of a nasty little run over the last minutes of the quarter. Roten sinks the first. 8 for 8 now from the line of the Bolivar Lady Liberators. Second free throws now going to also be good. 53-40. It's a 12-0 run. Close this one out right now for Bolivar. Caitlin Black, though, trying to hit the 3. Got it off the back of the rim. Got the hop she needed. Black sinks her 4th 3 of the game. She's in the double digits with 12. That'll take us to another Waynesville timeout. Leads back down to 10, 53-43. Another 30, so I'll go ahead and keep it right here, and we'll resume our little discussion. Next week, have a couple more games for you to start things out. Early games next week. We'll have Glendale. We'll be on the road once again. I'm getting my mileage in here in the early portion of 2023. We'll be heading off to Springfield. The Lady Tigers going to be taking on the Lady Falcons at Glendale. That one, I believe, is another 7:30. Nope, not a time on my schedule right now, so we'll make sure to get a time there on that one. I'll let you know by tomorrow what the time for that one may be. But the very next day, the boys will be in action. They'll be back in Waynesville. We'll get to stay at home playing again the Glendale Falcons. So 3 games in the coming days. Hopefully you'll tune in to 1, maybe 2, maybe even all 3. Or maybe I'll even see you in Waynesville on Tuesday. It's going to be Bolivar basketball after the black 3-pointer. Waynesville opts for the full court press here. Going to look for something. Ball tipped off the inbounds pass, but it will stay with Bolivar. They'll just do it again from the baseline. A second runs off the clock. 46.2 seconds now. Again, the ball inbounded the bat, and she'll be immediately fouled. Head to the other side of the floor for a 1-and-1. Foul be on Black, her first. This time at the line, Sydney Batten. Will be Batten's first trip to the line. She's got 2 points tonight. See if she can continue this Bolivar trend. Perfect from the free throw line. Here's the first. It's good. Now 10 for 10 from the line tonight. Batten now with 3, 54-43. Second free throw is also good. 55-43. Hurd going to let it roll down the floor. Picks it up now across half court. Clock will start as the ball's thrown away out of bounds. They'll say it was last touch, though, by Bolivar. So Waynesville catches a break. Will inbound from underneath. Reagan Grossfeiner to inbound. Over to the corner, Black looking for that fifth three. Nope, too far to the left, but it's rebounded by Reagan. Reagan lost control of it, but it's picked up by Black. She'll be forced into a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing over towards Waynesville. 10 seconds, though, run off the clock so far on this possession. 33.7 on the clock here. Ball inbounded to Hurd. Hurd going to take the quick three. Got it! The outside shooting's been a positive for Waynesville tonight. Hurd finds her fourth three. Makes it 28-4 here. Leads down to 7. Now to 9, and Bolivar loses it up the floor. Batten couldn't keep control of the dribble herself. Goes out of bounds, and Waynesville's maybe got themselves a sign of life here. Still down by 9, but they got what they needed. Here's Hurd in the corner. Double team. Off to Reagan Grossfeiner. One dribble. Off to Black. Black going to her right. Got to take something quickly here. Here's Davison. Trying to go inside. Reagan Grossfeiner. One dribble. She's fouled. Push from behind. She'll head to the line for 2. Unfortunately, just maybe a bit too much of a run allowed there. At the tail end. Still a sign of life. 2 free throws here for Reagan Grossfeiner. Foul's going to be on Claire Giglio. First free throw, though, is no good. Waynesville's left 5 points off the table from the free throw line here in this quarter. I'd say free throws made all the difference here tonight, but one team's perfect, one team's under 50% now. Second free throw, high arcing free throw is good. There we go. Grossfeiner's got 5 now. Leads now 8. Foul off the inbound here over to Batten. Black will pick that one up. Her second foul. As we'll head for another 1-and-1. Again, it'll be Batten's. Waynesville still trailing by 3 possessions with 11.3. Here's that first free throw. Back to the rim, no good. First miss of the day. Here comes Hurd, though. 9 seconds on the clock. Hurd's going to settle for the 3 from the left wing. Off the backboard, no good. Rebounded here by Bolivar. They won't foul this time, and this one will come to a close. Nope, a push from behind will end the ball game here with a couple free throws. Here with 1.2 seconds on the clock. So unfortunately, Bolivar's first miss comes beyond the point of return for Waynesville. And we'll shoot 2 here. It'll be Carly Cribbs to shoot. She's 3 for 3 from the line, and really the only thing to decide now is the margin of victory. Waynesville will fall to 7-6 on the year. Cribbs' first is off the front of the rim. Wish these misses would have come sooner, really. Now 2 in a row for Bolivar, but 7-6 heading into that matchup with Glendale on Monday. I'll have to catch up on what Glendale's done this season. Of course, as we head on into conference play. Second free throw is good. Hurd going to pick it up. Half-court shot to end things is off the left side of the backboard. No good. And this one will come to a close. Waynesville falls here tonight by 9. Our final score, Bolivar 56 and Waynesville 47. We'll do what we always do. Take 2 minutes. Come back. I'll have some numbers here for you. We'll wrap things up. And again, we'll go over that schedule one more time. I've already kind of brought it to you like 3 or 4 times. But hey, I want to make sure you know what we got coming on here in the next few days. So, again, 2 minutes, but your final score, Bolivar 56, Waynesville 47. You're listening to Waynesville Lady Tiger Basketball, 97.9 The Source.
When you or your loved ones need healthcare services, the last things you should have to worry about are where to go, how to get there, or how you're going to pay for it. Phelps Health offers convenient locations in Rolla, Salem, St. James, Vienna, and Waynesville. With services available to assist with insurance coverage, payment options, and transportation, healthcare has never been simpler. From the moment you arrive at one of our locations, we're committed to helping make your visit as seamless as possible. Please visit phelpshealth.org to learn more.
Life Care Center of Waynesville is a skilled nursing facility in which we provide excellent care and customer service to those in which we serve, whether it be a long-term care patient or a short-stay rehab to home. We also provide outpatient therapy services. If you or your loved one is in need of such services, please contact us. Life Care Center Waynesville, 700 Birch Lane, phone 573-774-6456.
In sports, success is measured in the number of points scored, in games won, and in championships earned. At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, and being there when you need us. In fact, 9 out of 10 people surveyed with a claim would recommend Shelter to a friend. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
New Year's savings all the way through February at St. Robert Auto Supply, your Napa parts store. Get $20 to $25 rebates on the purchase of Legend and Legend Premium AGM and AAA branded automotive batteries. Since it's the coldest time of the year, several Napa brand battery chargers are on sale too, as well as booster cables. Save 50% on Napa night vision headlights. All the oil and antifreeze you'll ever need, you'll find at St. Robert Auto Supply. And pick up a gallon jug of Peak Window De-Icer Windshield Wash in anti-frost purple for $49. This and more at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply, where you get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Here once again as we wrap this one up. Unfortunately, Waynesville falls here tonight. The Lady Tigers fall 56-47 to the Bolivar Lady Liberators here tonight. Connor Harbin here with you, just wrapping this one up here with some individual numbers here tonight. As we look at Waynesville, 11 first quarter points, trailed by 1, trailed by 2 at the half, but then kind of let off a couple runs. I would say in the tail end of that one, in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter, we're actually able to bring the lead back to 1, and we're even able to take the lead at 29-26, remember, in that third quarter. But just a couple nasty runs really kind of doing Waynesville in here tonight. But leading the way, of course, Brianna Hurd, 28 points for her here tonight. Had that slow start, but really kind of ramped things up as we got going. Showed a nice touch from outside here today. 4 threes for Hurd. She comes through with 28. Caitlin Black also had 4 threes. They combined for 8 threes here tonight. The outside shot, certainly a positive to take away from this one. Black finishes with 12. 5 points for Reagan Grossfeiner, and then 2 points for Riley Grossfeiner here tonight. 4 scores for the Lady Tigers, 47 points total in tonight's loss. Bolivar, meanwhile, they finish with 2 scores in double digits. Cora Roten finishes with 20. She leads the way for the Lady Liberators. And then other double-digit scorer, Carly Cribbs. She comes through with 13 here today. So again, Waynesville, they will fall to 7-6 on the year, and they will await next Monday's matchup, They'll be heading on the road. They'll take a trip down to Springfield to meet up with the Glendale Lady Falcons. I did do a little bit of research in between the break there as we take a look here at Glendale, what they are at the moment. They are 9-3. They're not done this week. They do play tomorrow. The Lady Falcons taking on West Plains, that game being played on the road. But we'll see them on Tuesday. Could pick up their 10th win of the season tomorrow. Should be another tough matchup there. Lots of tough teams in the Ozark Conference, of course. You really have to be at your best. And like I said, unfortunately, Waynesville, just a couple of runs going against them here today. But again, big thank you to all of our sponsors. I think that'll go ahead and do it for us here tonight. For Dan back in the studio and everyone else involved, I am Connor Harbert. Hope you enjoy listening to this one as much as I enjoy bringing it to you here tonight. Until tomorrow, don't forget, Waynesville Tiger Basketball taking on Forsyth. Until tomorrow, you've been listening to Waynesville Lady Tiger Basketball, 97.9 The Source. Good night, everybody. Be good people.
You've been listening to Waynesville Lady Tiger and Tiger Basketball on 97.9 FM. Our games have been brought to you by Air